Okay, we're going to do a short field takeoff, 20 degrees of flaps, have full throttle. We're going to lift off at about 32 knots, and then I want to go dead flat, just release a little back pressure at about 45 knots and make a turnout. Full power. There's 35 knots, we're off. Now you see we go dead flat, and then we can make the turn. Full power. There's 35 knots, we're off. Now you see we go dead flat, and then we can make the turn. We're turning base to final for runway 33 at El Dorado, and I wanted to show you how to set up the approach so you can fly a slow approach hands off. We've got 20 degrees of flaps. Remember in the other video I said you set up the power at about 15 inches and 20 degrees gives you about 60 knots. Well, that's what we've got. Then we reduced the power down to 12 inches, which gives us about a 500 foot a minute rate of descent. And what I want you to see here is when things are set up properly, number one, we never lose sight of the runway. That's very important. If you ever lose sight of the runway during an approach, you're doing something wrong. You need to just go around, gather it up, and do it again. Next thing is if the power is set up properly, even with no weight in the back seat, I can still shoot a nice hands-off approach, even in really turbulent winds like we've got today, in the 50-55 knot area. Now I'm going to go ahead here and just kind of release the control column, and you'll be able to see that even on a day like today, you know, it's holding in there at about 50-55 knots hands off. So there's really no control pressure here. Now you see we got a little bit of a sinker there, but it doesn't take much power to correct it. So you just float it right on down, make a nice landing, and that's how you set up an approach.